Africa Academy. It's a place for business entrepreneurs and business professionals and entrepreneurs. And it's a place where we have discussion about Africa, lifestyle, and intercontinental talks are made. And tonight we're having Cem Perdar, who is the Exports Manager for Africa. He's taking us on the topic committed leadership in business. And yesterday he started the section with empathy as a leader, with motivation as a leader, and being able to make decision, and also delegation are a very important one. So this night we are going to the second phase of the lecture, and I hope that we are ready to roll and we're ready to learn one or two things. Even as a leader, like I said yesterday, every one of us is a leader. Nobody is just a follower. In one way or the other, you have someone following you that you might not even know, but someone is actually following you. So one way or the other, we are all there. So I'll just give it to Cem Perdar, even as he takes us in the class tonight. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you.
Hello again. Thank you very much, Mr. Lavoyo, for your valuable short brief. Well, Mr. Kosin, Mr. Shimax, thank you very much for your participation to our speech by tonight. Yesterday, we have started a lovely conversation about the leadership, committed leadership in business course. Especially yesterday, we have discussed about the importance of how to behave our employees, how to behave our staff, and how to delegate the business. Also, we have discussed about how should a successful leader be. So we have talked about those topics, and this evening we are going to discuss about the decision-making stages of a good leader. So every single business of us based on the decisions. You can take decisions. For example, you buy something and you take decision to buy which product. You sell something, you take decision how much naira you make it, selling prices, what will be your margin, you make decisions. Or you will delegate your business, you will delegate your job to your employees, but you have to take decisions. So decision taking is one of the most important features of doing a smooth business, just for your information. If you cannot take healthy decisions, business might collapse. So a successful leader has to take decisions, very silently, very calm down, very relaxed. For example, before taking a decision myself, if it's about something very serious, it's about, an important subject, I think times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times before giving the exact decision. For example, sometimes I write very important letters, these are the price proposals, something like this. But it's the big turnover price proposals. Let's say $1 million, $2 million. So what you do, for example, on Monday, I arrange my quotation, I arrange my letters, I arrange all my sentences, I arrange my wordings, I write my email. Monday night before sleep, I always read this. Next day, on Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, before sleep, I check my email one more time. And Wednesday early in the morning, it is correct time to send this email. So this is an important decision making. Why? If you take decisions in a rush, maybe you wouldn't see the other sides of the wall, or it might be a big iceberg, and you can and you can, just crash on it. But if you be patient, if you take your time before giving decision, please believe in me, you can see every single angle of the topic, and you can give a very healthy decision. So please, my friends, T-Max, Tosin, and Mr. Olivoyo, before making an important decision, please take your time. Don't be rushed. Please check the issue, evaluate the topic from A to Z. Even you can take notes, so you can write, if I get this decision, the positive ways are, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will have a 4 positive ways. But if I take the same decision, let me check. It might have 5 negative assets. So it's better you give up. So you have to take your time. And as a leader, we have all our stuff. We are managing big stuff, big employees. So you have to show them this way of yours. So once I say this way of yours, they have to see you as a result oriented, but in somehow at the phase of decision making, slow motion guy. This is very good, my friend. So you shouldn't show yourself to them as very rush guy, very fast guy. He's taking immediate decisions, and 2 days later he is failing. This is not good. This is not a good picture of a leader. Leader has to be, of course, fast guy, but in terms of decision making, you have to be a slow motion guy. Slowly, 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 slowly. You can consider, you can see. And please keep in mind, if you act slowly, if you act with more concentration, your team, your employees will respect you more and more, because they will see that, our boss, he is thinking a lot. Before they act you, before they give you, some behavior, before they think about it 2 times, 3 times, and this will increase the respect of yourself against to your staff. Please take your time before giving decision. So, is there any question about the decision making step, decision making point? T-Max, Tosin, or Olivoyo?
Okay, I would like to say, when it comes to making decisions, like you mentioned, that it should not be rushed, it should not be in haste. But I would like to ask,
Yeah.
if you have a short time span, probably there's, let's, for example, yes, I work in the health sector, and you are to like a site also, you are to make decisions within a short space of time. What do you suggest, since you said you should not be hasty or rush to making decisions? No, you have to weigh the advantage and the disadvantages.
Thank you for a good question, Olivoyo. So what you do, let's say you have 6 hours to give decision. It's okay. So what you do, you get your decision before share your final decision with your opponent, let's say. At least you have to check your decision 2 times, 3 times. You have to read, you have to discuss, you have to evaluate it in your mind. So what I ask you, if you have time for 2, 3 days, don't send immediately your decision. Take your decision and wait, and you can evaluate during next days. If you have limited time, couple of hours, please, you take your decision, but still the same procedure. Don't send it immediately. At least you wait 2, 3 hours, you digest it. At least take your decision and give your concentration to this decision topic. Don't do something other, don't do any other thing. Just take your time. 2 times, 3 times, you can evaluate, you can check. Even if the time is limited, still you have time to take care. You have time to take. So never take immediate decisions, my friend. Even if you have limited time, still you have 2 hours, 3 hours. So that means you can read your decision, you can reevaluate your decision at least 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So you can write on a notepad, negative ways, positive ways. So if you take a decision, don't send it immediately. At least wait 1 hour. You can reconsider, reevaluate, or if it is limited time, you can ask your employees, you can ask your boss, you can ask your family members to get at least some feedback from other people.
Okay, thank you so much for that answer. Pick one or two things. So I think that's what it is. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So our next topic is leaders who can uh, adapt themselves to the new things, to the change. So my friends, world is in every single minute we have a lot of changes, economical changes, familial changes, health issues changes, technological changes. Every single minute we are having some improvements, some developments in world. So according to my opinion, experience, we have two types of leaders: old school type and modern leaders. Sometimes being old school style leader is also very good, because at the end of the day, old school people has a lot of experience compared to new style ones. But according to my experience, what I do, I try to stay in the middle. Sometimes old school, respect to rules of old people, elder people in business who established my business and left business to me to take care of. Also, as I visit a lot Africa, as I've told you earlier last night, every month, 10 to 15 days, I'm in Africa. I visit all countries. So I see the new things. I see the changes. In the meanwhile, I'm often in Europe. Especially I go to Germany, France, Netherlands many times during a year. So I see the changes. I see the new styles. Last year, I got some special business management course from Harvard Business School. It was roughly 2.5 months of very, very special course, and it was about the leadership and business management. What I learned from them, we can change our minds, we can renew our mindsets just in 1 minute. You see something new, you make a fast evaluation, and you see that if most of the people is doing this, and if the result is there, so you have to change yourself. If you don't change yourself, the issue with your employees mainly, they are younger than you. And there is a difference of the generations. Okay, they are young people, they have a lot of goals, objectives, but you are a bit older than them. You have to change yourself according to their motivation, according to their request. Of course, you have your way, you have your rules. Without changing your rules, you can change the way. Because the young people wants to communicate you know, in a different way. So you shouldn't ask them to follow your own way. For example, in my team, normally, we used to go to office with a with formal clothes, jacket, tie. But since couple of years, I totally released. this way. I ask them to come smart casual, so they can wear jeans, trousers, sometimes, those sneakers, t-shirts. But at the end of the day, I'm a solution-oriented guy. If result is there, if they are working hardly, if they accomplish the task which I give them on time, so there is no need to stuck what they wear. They can wear skirt, they can come even naked to office, which I don't care. But if they work properly, if they work how I want from them, so no need to interrogate about their, what they wear. That's what I think. In the beginning, couple of years back, I didn't think like this. I thought that if you go to office, you have to wear formal clothes. But after some time, you see that no need, because world is changing. Many companies in Europe, in Africa, uh, in States, America, they don't care what you wear. They just focus your results. So I change myself accordingly. I change myself. Don't think such things. Just look at the final result. So this is according to my opinion, which I told you, that change is important. We have to adapt ourselves to change. If you don't change, you will always stay behind, because world is changing. Is there any question about this topic?
Okay, I like to chip in. Like you just said, changes of it's constant. Change is a constant that happen each and every time.
Yes.
But okay. Actually, you mentioned that it's your own opinion because I would like to say that, okay, for example, in the corporate world, when you have to be in the corporate, like corporate shirt
Yeah.
tie and all the time. Though you might be given leverage on weekends, but I think you still have to maintain a bit of the status quo, which is at least dress smart and corporate. That's just about dressing, but at least it's good that well, you know that you don't dress the old formal actually, so you can always mix it up. The dresses have been taken up, so I think just to add to what you said earlier about change, so you're not just rigid. You're not just rigid. You're able to be flexible to what is happening. Dresses are changing. You don't expect everybody to be on suit, and some can put on a jean and put on a blazer with a shirt inside. It's still complete to some extent. So I think it's good that we learn that along the line as a leader, so that we don't remain rigid when others are moving. We are just there standing. No, you have to conform to what I'm saying. You have to do this. This is how we do
Yeah.
it. No, you have more room to actually explore what you're doing, and then you can learn even from those that are younger. Like you said earlier, that we have different age group. Like your employer, or sorry, your employees are those that are actually younger than you are. So they tend to learn some things in a different way. Like we call the new generations now here, we call them Gen Z. That's what we call them. So they are younger, they are smarter, they are faster. They do things in a way that you're like, are you are you kidding me? You can't even joking. So, but it's just the way they do things. So, but we just have to like, okay, yes, we are learning. So we just have to keep up with them and then give them the space to grow. Yeah, that's one thing I pick also, the space to grow, so that so far they can deliver. Yes, that's will help the firm at the end. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. So before finishing this session, I just would like to emphasize about the topics which we have spoken yesterday. So I just want to repeat this. A good leader has to do, a good leader has to be a soft guy, simple guy, easygoing guy, and you have to put yourself into your employees' shoes. This is very, very important. For example, if you don't get results from them, don't become mad, don't become furious. Just go, ask them, just talk to them, just take them to have some tea, have some coffee to see their situation. Maybe they have some, issues with their family, with their relatives in office. They had some tough challenges. So you need to do some empathy. That's main thing. A leader is a guy or a lady who is doing empathy. That's the most important thing of a leader. If you don't do empathy, you will never understand your employees. And if you don't try to understand your employees, this will definitely create a huge lack of communication between yourself and your employees, and which is not good. This will not bring you a good result-oriented business. If you want to make result-oriented business, if you want to do a successful business, please, my humble request, you take your time, you talk to your team, you try to understand them, and don't shout them, don't behave them bad. Just ask them what is going on. Anything can be solved by speaking, by talking gently and softly. Without doing this, you wouldn't be a successful leader. Yesterday, our main discussion was about this, talking about the communication skills between a leader and the staff and the employee. That's very important, my dear friends. Yes, Mr. Olavoyo, do you have something to add?
Okay, thank you. I think I will just say that like the words of Miles Moore, is it Miles Moore or his name? One of the top leader in the book says that the way you carry yourself determines how you lead. Say, for example, if there is a lion in the midst of, if a lion leads a pack of sheep, is going to like achieve the goal. But if a sheep leads a pack of lion, then going to hunt will be very difficult because the sheep doesn't know how to hunt, doesn't know the game, doesn't know how to play. But a lion who knows the game can actually begin to push them to do some things and helping him to get the goal achieved. Though they are sheep, they cannot hunt, they don't have to, but they can actually, in a way, uh, assist because he knows what needs to get done. So, what I would just say is that as a leader, irrespective of what we are doing, we should learn to uh, focus on the goal while remembering that what we are leading humans. You said yesterday that we are not robots. We are human beings. We have feelings. We have different emotions. So we can actually learn on that. And then when things happen, you don't just have to go that, no, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, we can actually also what? Learn that, yes, oh, he's human. I have to just calm down, self-better. Let me get to know what is really wrong. Let me get to know what is going on. Then can then, okay, this is okay. Let me see where I can come to assist you. Then doing that, you actually help your employee to be better and to be loved, and he's going to love your company.
Yeah,
There's going to be loyalty because I'm sure that yeah, you care about me, you care about not just me, you care about my family and my well-being. So I guess I can actually say I can vouch for you. So I think it's something that is empathy is a very thing that we take very key. Yes, we talk about also delegation yesterday. So we should learn to delegate and not take the whole load on your head. You have people to assist you, so they are there to assist, not just you yourself alone. So I think that would be just my own few points. Thank you so much.